Become the most discussed subject of late, as there just seems to be no end in sight to rolling blackouts. Now, failures to Eskom, theft and vandalism, as well as wasteful expenditure, are but some of the things keeping the country in the dark, much of the time at least. But I'm now joined in studio by City Power Board Chairperson Bonolo Ramokele to discuss this, along with ways to get Mzansi out of the dark, well, possibly for good, if that's a possibility. Bonolo, thank you for your time. Good evening.
Evening, Dumelo, and evening to the viewers at home.
It's good to have you. And the simple question is it possible to have an end to rolling blackouts for good? Is it a possibility?
Definitely. What you'd need to do, you need to ensure that your supply side is fixed, which is your generation stations, your power stations. You build enough capacity to be able to meet the 32,000 megawatts roughly demand that we need to be able to be offload shedding. So if you deal with the supply side, and most importantly, you also build the transmission lines to unlock, for example, the corridor of the Northern Cape. You know, we've got a lot of renewable projects that are sitting there, but we don't have enough high voltage lines to be able to transmit that electricity that will be generated in that area to the rest of the country. And then the last thing that I think you'd need to do, you need to manage the demand side of the equation. That is the meters, you know, the low voltage network that you see that feeds you and I. Because if you were to invest, for example, a lot of money into smart meters, you'd be able to do things such as smart meter load limiting, whereby you manage how much capacity is available for you and I to use in our homes, so that as long as we switch off the high usage items like stoves, your kettles, your pool pumps, geysers, etc., would still be able to have our lights on even if there is load shedding. It also manages the equation of you know, the supply and demand of electricity. But at the end of the day, you would need to make sure that we build enough capacity to generate electricity.
Yeah.